Welcome to the Porch at 30th Street Station. This is a place that literally did not exist a year ago outside of the second busiest train station in America.
You had seen this space before. I mean, it was just about the least pedestrian-friendly part of Philadelphia.
It's an area that was built for the automobile. It was not an area that was built for the pedestrians. The city and a whole host of partners were able to reclaim what's a 55-foot by 500-foot long stretch of sidewalk. It used to look exactly like this. It used to be two parallel lanes of parallel parking. And the outer one was turned into this plaza area that you see here today.
Yeah, when we said we wanted to create a new pedestrian plaza here, a lot of people had doubts whether we could even bring anybody out here.
We started with the sidewalk and we cobbled together about $275,000 for some very simple investments on top of it. We brought in the movable tables and chairs, we brought in the umbrellas, we brought in the planters. Our muse for this project is very much Times Square. But even as we looked at, more capital-intensive places like Bryant Park and the like, the common denominator seemed to be movable tables and chairs. And we read up on Holly White and realized that the amount of flexibility that those afford users really made all the sense in the world.
With what the University City District has done, you come out into a very comfortable space that really reflects more the comfortable city that Philadelphia is. In this space, they're now showcasing some of the best of the neighborhood in terms of art and markets and different types of programming.
Previously, people had to sit inside in the food court of 30th Street Station, which has quite a few vendors, but for people who were bringing their food, they didn't have any outside alternatives on a pleasant day.
So lighter, quicker, cheaper is an element of placemaking that at PPS we've been pushing for many, many years. We see experiments and short-term implementation as a key element of good placemaking.
And so that's a big part of why we're doing this series of observations now, where we're looking in really minute detail at what people are doing here, where they're doing it, and when they're doing it, and who it is that's doing it. There are certain portions of the space that are much more popular, say, for people who are eating their lunch. There are other portions of the space that are more popular for people who are reading, or for people who are waiting to meet their friends or family with luggage, say, who are travelers who are coming out of the station.
As we learn more and more about lighter, quicker, cheaper, we realize that it played to our organizational strength. For example, our core mission has always been keeping University City clean and safe, and here we had the opportunity to apply that to a public space. So as you see, we've got miniature golf going back here. We've got a weekly farmers market, we've got weekly yoga classes and a variety of exercise type classes. We have a wide range of musical concerts, I think smaller, more ambient, roving musicians, bands.
We're sitting in front of the beer garden, which is something that we're doing this year for the first time. It's a pub that's based inside the station that does really great food and beer year-round, but they're bringing their operation outside on the porch for 3 days this weekend, and it's the middle of the afternoon and there's a pretty healthy crowd going right now.
It's a 9-hole course. You present a photo ID with us. We give you a ball, a club, and a scorecard and a pencil. We just added some obstacles to make it a little bit more challenging. They love the mini golf. Some people come back to play more than once a day.